Good morning, day 4 of my daily vlog, and let's see how this went yesterday. I did leave some clamps in place to put a bit of pressure on here, not too much. Epoxy doesn't need a lot of it, and my little packet to keep the rain out at some point went crazy last night, so this has fallen apart. If there's some time today and the weather lets up, that'd be great. Meantime, it has been dripping inside the boat, days and days and days of rain, and there's not much you can do about it. So this hatch has been dripping here, quite a lot of water in the bucket, and quite a lot of it has missed the bucket completely, so I don't even know where this drip's coming from. Also, the bilge pump has been going off. Not now when I try to show you. So that's at least good news that it works, and that this whole thing still works. Obviously I tested it, I know it works, but yeah. I don't know what we're going to get done today. It's supposed to be like this all day. I don't think we're going to get like any breaks in the weather. So I need to think long and hard about what I'm going to actually do today. Since the weather is not playing along, I'm going to tidy up a little bit around here. I'm thinking clean this all up and vacuum and wipe if I can, and then take this board out, which is actually part of the other room. This is part of the engine room. It should give me access to this side of the engine. And the only reason I want to do that is A, to see if I can't improve this, and B, because at some point to deal with my issue with the pump, the impeller pump, I want to mount a belt driven pump, and I would have to mount it on this side where the belts are. So just having a rational place to work is kind of important. So let me speed this up, clean this up, and see if we can't do something a little bit more useful here. bar. No leverage. Okay, I mean, plenty of access, but man, what a nightmare. I'm pretty sure I can do a better job fixing this and making, this is a solid thing. And there's some tools which I could never really use. They go on the other side of this, and that's the problem right there. This has a inward facing angle. Alright, but I can get to the belt side, which is kind of what I was looking for. More importantly, what is that? Oh, the other side of the crank pulley, or crank thing, there's a case there, a cover. Almost as if they intended someone to mount something that runs off of there. Wow, this is good news, because it means life's going to be a lot easier than I thought. And I do have space for an extra V-belt, which I was thinking at some point. So what we're looking at is something on here going around there and back, and then of course there's the pipe going straight up. How convenient. Right, I think we can do something here, and that cover should be easy enough to get off. Yeah, this is all completely. Okay, so that's really good news. That means we can use that spare V-belt thing on the pulley, rather V-belt on the crank, and we've got somewhere where we can mount another pump, and I think that's really cool. So we can have a belt driven one, we can block up that other side. Robert, if you're watching, that's exactly the kind of thing I was hoping for. We'll close off the other side with a plate, and then we will put a normal belt driven pump, which is like, I mean, I saw really good ones for $50–60. You know, if I go out and splurge and get a Johnson or a Jabsco version of it, it's $110. I mean, it's expensive still, but it's not $500 or 11,000 Rand. I'd like to pay rent and not replace a pump that I'm going to need to constantly maintain every year. Of course you need to maintain all pumps, but I'd rather just pull a plate off, replace an impeller and stick it back in. The other version has two sections to it: a shaft, seals, O-rings, bearings, and then impeller. The whole kit is 2,500 Rand, so it's a quarter the price of the pump is just the repair kit to replace those things. So going down the road, every year I can just buy a new pump, stick it away, and when this one pops, you know, and if I need to replace impellers, they're a hell of a lot cheaper than the other ones. So I'm very excited that that's not as bad. I'm less excited about this entrance. It's great that I can get to here. It means I can actually access things, but I'm going to have to do a better job. Maybe I can refurbish this one, but yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. It's super short. The weather is not playing ball. We've got rain dripping inside everywhere. All I've done today, except for what you've just seen, is wipe and clean and stop water from dripping everywhere. So thanks for your patience. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Bye.